Let me tell you a story. It's about a college student, a degree, and the hard truth about coding. And it probably sounds a little familiar.
So what was the student's whole vibe? Well, it was basically this. He thought he had it all figured out, you know? Like college was just this game he knew exactly how to play.
I mean, this was the golden rule he lived by, the core belief. Just get that piece of paper and the job offers would just magically appear. Or so he thought.
And then, bam, reality hits hard. And that larger-than-life confidence, it just completely fell apart. This story is about that student, and honestly, it might be a little bit about you too. All right, so let's actually put a name to this hero of ours. Let's call him Rahul. And his journey kicks off in a place that, let's be real, a lot of us know all too well.
So who is this Rahul guy? Well, he's probably someone you know. He wasn't the class topper, but he wasn't failing either. He was a master of just getting by. His #1 goal in the first year, just figuring out how to work the attendance system. Classic.
And this right here was Rahul at the peak of his confidence, like Mount Everest level confidence. He genuinely believed that his degree was this magical magnet for job offers. He pictured HR managers just lining up, waiting for him. But then, an email arrived that was about to change everything.
Okay, so you knew this was coming, right? The bubble had to pop sometime. This is the moment where that huge bubble of confidence meets the tiny, sharp pin of reality. So picture this. The email from the placement cell finally arrives. The main requirement? Skills. Rahul just kind of shrugs it off, thinking, skills? They mean my grades, right? So he walks into the interview, and they ask him, what programming languages do you know? His confident reply? Well, let's just say Hindi, English, Bhojpuri wasn't quite the answer they were hoping for. And yeah, you can guess what happened next.
After getting knocked down a few more times, it finally clicked. And I love how this slide breaks it down. See the degree? That's just the entry ticket. It gets you inside the stadium. But a skill? That's your confirmed seat. That's what lets you actually watch the game. Huge difference. Okay, so our hero's down, but he's not out. He decides, fine, I'll get a skill. And that's when he meets his first real boss battle, code. And let's just say it was not a smooth first date. So, day 1, he's all fired up. Feeling this new motivation, he sits down to write that legendary first program, Hello World. But instead of seeing that friendly greeting on his screen, all he got was red. Just lines and lines of angry red error messages yelling back at him.
I mean, can you feel the frustration in this? He basically felt like he was learning more about errors than he was about coding. It's like trying to speak a new language, but every single word you try to say comes out completely wrong. It's just crushing.
So, totally defeated, he just closes his laptop. And in that moment of pure frustration, he had this huge realization. Maybe the problem wasn't that coding itself was impossible. Maybe the problem was the way it was taught. You know, super dry, really academic, and just boring. And that one little shift in perspective, man, it was a total game changer. He didn't need to suddenly become a genius. He just needed a better, smarter plan.
So what was this revolutionary new plan? It was ridiculously simple. Just 1 hour a day. That's it. No more, no less. Not some crazy 8-hour marathon or an all-nighter. Just one single focused hour. Every single day. That's a plan you can actually stick to.
And look at how this plays out over just 3 months. It's kind of wild. Month 1, he's just getting the hang of the basics, writing tiny programs. By month 2, he's actually building small projects. And by the end of month 3, his confidence is up, his logic is sharper, and that resume, it's got a brand new skills section. All right, so now we've got a whole new Rahul, resume updated, skills in hand, and a totally different kind of confidence, one that he actually earned. He steps back into the interview ring. And this time, things went very differently. And then it happens. The phone rings. It's the offer. You're selected. The first person he calls is his mom. And what he says just sums up the whole journey perfectly. The skill did more for him than the degree ever could. That's a powerful moment. And this is the real secret sauce, you guys. The thing that makes this story so powerful. Rahul's not a genius. He didn't have some hidden coding talent. His secret weapon was just showing up for that 1 hour every single day. It was all about consistency.
So let's wrap this up. What's the moral of the story here? What can we all take away from Rahul's roller coaster ride? Let's boil it all down. It all comes down to this one single thing. The number one thing you need to win, especially in a world changing as fast as ours, is just the willingness to learn. That's it. That's the ultimate skill.
So I've got to ask you, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Does any of this sound familiar? Do you see yourself in his story? Maybe in that early confidence, or the tough reality check, or maybe that struggle to learn something new? Are you Rahul?
And hey, if you are, there's no shame in that. In fact, own it. If you're at that starting point and you're ready to begin your own journey, I want to see you in the comments. Let's get a whole community of Rahuls going, all ready to learn and win.
Oh, but hold on. There's one little detail we kind of skipped over, isn't there? Out of all the options, which programming language did Rahul actually pick to start this whole transformation? Well, we're going to cover that in the very next explainer. So make sure you hit subscribe